Watchalong, folks. What's happening? Are you alive? Are you dead? I don't know.
If you're dead, please seek medical attention.
Hard to tune in as
I
well.
mean, no point in seeking medical attention if you're already dead.
It's the best time to do it.
What seems to be the problem? My heart's not beating.
Oh.
Doc, I'm dead. What do you mean what seems to be the problem? The problem is the dead part.
I just came here to get pronounced. That's all.
What was that? There was that zombie love movie where he was on a plane and he was dead and then like fell in love with some chick that brought her back to life. I am dead serious. Unless I am imagining this.
Where the zombie falls in love with the human.
Yes. So it takes.
But she didn't come back to life, or she was just a person.
No, she is a person, but doesn't he stop being a zombie?
Well, kind of. Yes.
What is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Like kind of.
Warm bodies.
Oh, it is like Heartbeat once? Yeah, I've seen the like trailer or whatever.
It's
gloves and then he comes back to life or something.
That's my life.
Where was that video game? I did all the other zombie iterations. Where was the romance? Where was the zombie dating sim?
You're not looking in the right place.
Clearly.
When did zombies become like superhuman that can just like
Yeah,
outrun like
vampires than
yeah.
zombies, honestly.
It was
Puck is down, chat.
it was 28 days later, man.
1945, and
Was
there's
it?
a whistle.
Oh, it was 28
That was
days
the
later.
first
Yeah.
movie where they were like, yeah, where they were like, they were actually like, it wasn't just that there were lots of them.
Yeah.
It was that one of them on its own could absolutely take you to Pound Town.
Okay.
Oops, am I pushing that? No,
No, you're
no, okay.
This is it. Did I do it? Did I do everything I need to do? I think I'm good. Okay, 19, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23. God damn.
Oh, the Joker's behind the bench tonight.
We need a
Oh, no Kermit.
quick game, and then we need a quick post game.
Oh, got shit to do?
I do.
I don't know if we're going to get either of those things, to be honest with you.
Well, one of them we can control.
Yeah, that's true.
And if we get really lucky and they body Arizona today, blowouts are easy.
Yeah, but if it's a 6-5 game or something, it's not going to be a short post game.
It's a lot tougher.
Yeah.
It's a whole lot tougher.
Got some wings, Rudo?
I did. Thank you.
I might have to go get some of those tonight.
I've eaten like nothing.
I haven't ate today.
I ate 5 taquitos in the car on the way in.
Oh, so good though.
They were breakfast taquitos.
I've never had those. With like egg and
cheese
sausage?
bacon.
Really? That sounds awesome.
They were, I was not unhappy.
Air fryer? Are they at home or did you buy them somewhere?
Air fryer.
Yeah.
Yeah, LOC could use a goal too, man. He just has no confidence in the ozone right now.
My
Me
and my-
last 50 games.
me and my buddies when we were younger, when we were like a bunch of us worked together, for our birthdays all we would buy was as seen on shit for each other.
Yes, that's awesome.
Because it was just like fun, right? So
Yeah.
you just get like crazy stuff. And one year, one of my buddies got me the bacon bowl, and I was like laughing at it, and I use that thing all the time now. It's dope.
What is it?
It's just like a thing where you put your bacon in it, and you put it and you cook it, and it makes the bacon into a bowl
What?
as it cooks, and then like so
And then
you
put like
I put-
guacamole in there.
well, yeah, well, I put eggs and cheese in it, and then salsa on the top. Let's go.
That's the start you needed.
Yep.
Somehow Dennis Malgin just is.
sick.
He's gonna play his way into the lineup,
So
man. I'm
sick.
telling you.
All right, now RK's going to say something on
Yep,
Slack.
guaranteed.
Is he A Mulligan believer.
He's a
was the other
Mulligan.
day.
He's a Mulligan greater than Malkin. Yeah, that's the way I said it right. Wow, Yuso kind of got dunked on that one, didn't he?
Not a very good goal to let in. Oh my goodness.
Dude, is that
7
go
hole?
under his arm?
It
Yeah.
looks like it. Oh
Yeah.
no!
That's bad.
No,
That is
That
bad.
is not a good goal, sir.
That is bad. But nice goal anyways. Still counts. Yeah, anyways, it's dope. One of the best gifts I ever got.
I was so there are TikTok accounts that do like fun Amazon products and then actually are like, is
Drew
this
Gooden,
useful? Is this
amazing.
good?
I love Drew Gooden.
Like, are they, are these things actually worth the money or whatever? And
Yeah.
the variety of random shit that people have come up with where I'm like, I've never even thought of this. This is incredible. This is so cool. This is so smart.
Yeah, yeah.
Congratulations. You're all geniuses.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a pretty good cross check.
It's a healthy one, yeah.
Got
It's tough to complain about that.
Yeah. In the numbers. I hate that. That's usually whiplash.
Yeah, your neck snaps back.
Yeah, well, if you're not expecting it.
Yep.
Just dunk on them now. Ooh, what is that?
I'm assuming that the Huso that you heard was in regards to Valimaki getting beat
Yuso
wide.
Valimaki.
Yeah, not the goaltender.
Oh,
Oh, come on. Fuck you, Christian Fisher. You bum.
yeah, you can't do it
That
twice.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say.
It just had to go. All right, I had to do it for the craft of my Twitter videos.
Dennis Morgan is good.
It wasn't Tarkay this time. But there it is.
See, that play, it looks like you should feed it and then give it back to the guy that fed it to you. Because they all sucked over. He would have just been able
Val,
to enter
I mean,
the zone.
What the fuck, dude? Machushki got to the point where he played so well, I stopped being critical entirely.
And then he
And now all I feel
does
is
shit like
frustration.
this. I mean, I know you're frustrated, and I think you have a valid point. But the dude also still has 33 points in 35 games this year. Like
understand.
he's finding ways to points.
I understand. But also those numbers look way less great if you take out the 11 points in 5 games to start the year or whatever it was.
Yep.
11-5, 12-7, something like that.
Something crazy, yeah.
Because he had that crazy, crazy hot start.
Good.
And I think that has really masked.
Some of the iffiness.
Yeah. Is that twice? Yeah, sure was. Time check right now, 15:10, 09, 08, 07, 06.
Thank you.
I know you're eating, so. Turns out I am capable of reading a clock and being useful. Unlike everybody yesterday, the weirdest day of all time.
Yeah, that was a struggle yesterday.
Well, and it was like, in regards to you sleeping, like, what the fuck can I say? I just did the same thing like a month ago. You know? Like,
Yep.
there's an
It happens.
It's just one of those things, but it was the combination of the two where I was like, what just happened here?
Yeah, we made it work.
Yeah, by the time you guys were doing the pod, I was getting drunk on happy hour margaritas.
Ooh, live the dream.
It was nice. They were good. And then the enchiladas I had for dinner were delicious.
A little Mexican action.
Yeah.
I watched two high school.
One of the
hockey
nice
games.
things about living in Denver is
You've got great
there's
Mexican food.
No
yeah.
shortage of options here.
That's true.
Yep.
The
I
big
follow,
cities won't agree, but Denver's a big city.
Has been for a long time.
I agree.
What sucks, what has sucked is that when I was a kid, it was a big city with a small town attitude.
For sure.
And now it's a big city. Just
Yep.
a big city.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's the perfect take.
Is this
Two, you
5
just
on
need to
5?
Stop being so cute.
Yeah.
One of you just needs to be. No, one of you needs to understand that you're making $9 million. That you're better than all these guys, and go do that.
Go to the net.
And it's not Evan Rodriguez.
Yeah, right. And like that was the $2 million finish right there.
He's gonna get the opportunities.
Okay.
Oh wow. Oh.
Oh, dude, he juked out the goaltender so bad he fell over and just couldn't get the shot on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Wow. They score on that pisses me off, dude. They play shitty hockey
And they get rewarded.
and they catch the ultimate break, dude.
Yep.
That pisses me off.
Like, Byram falls over, still almost makes the play here, but it just slides away from him. And then the initial save gets
Yeah,
made.
and then the guy coming off the bench,
And
they don't have him picked up.
Yep. And the
Because-
rebound just kind of trundles on a weird angle behind Kale.
And, yeah, and you get a rebound that just
Off Kale's
goes
skate.
off of Kale's
yeah,
fucking
like,
foot
I
and
don't
lands
know,
on a
man.
stick, dude.
I don't
it
know.
pisses me off. This is the perfect Coyotes bullshit, dude. This is exactly how they have been all year.
Oh.
And then you get that.
Leaky.
Yeah, they need to like full assault on a guy
Yeah.
that is not playing his position well right now. Because you don't want this guy to settle into it.
Yep.
God, fuck, that pisses me off.
Oh yeah, that's right. Rolling back moving the clocks forward tonight.
Is that tonight?
Yeah. And then never again
Yeah, I know.
because Colorado is not participating anymore.
Isn't like the whole country not participating anymore?
I think it's a state issue. I'm not
Yeah.
sure if everyone's.
Yeah, it's state by
yeah.
state.
We're gonna be Arizona now.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, like, also that play probably doesn't happen if Bo doesn't just fall over.
Yeah, absolutely. And like if the two guys standing around Bo, like, hey, just don't let him panic fucking throw a puck right to a guy.
Right. She looks really good for 98.
She doesn't look day over 60. Look at her.
Yep.
She's fucking crushing.
Just happy to be there.
No, look at those arms crossed. She's
Yeah,
pissed.
she's
This should
annoyed by
not be
that
a
goal.
1-1 game.
Yeah, she's like, this
This
is
should
some-
not be a 1-1 game.
She's like, you guys are letting McBain score? Oops. There you go.
Kale's
Keep
not
hitting,
getting
guys.
it through.
Yeah.
It's too bad because they keep creating
Oh my! Come
unbelievable
on.
chances for him.
chances
Yeah,
him.
no kidding.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
What
What
was
is that?
Yeah,
God.
that's so bad.
You have nobody on you, and that's
And you just give up the
Yeah.
puck like that. This is quickly settling into a hockey game that I was hoping would be a lot easier for Colorado. And now it's not that. It's a hockey game. Well, this is a whole lot of nothing hockey all of a sudden. Avs trying to get a little something going here, though, maybe.
Good Brad Hunt game would be fun.
Talk yourself into it. I believe in you.
I don't, but
just got demolished over in the corner.
He's headed wide.
I don't know. It just feels like a game that should be 2-0 Avs, and it's 1-1 instead.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hockey do be like that sometimes, though.
Yeah. Beauty of the game.
Yep.
You got to execute. Well, I think part of the frustration is the Avs are going through one of those stretches right now where you don't go through a hockey game without making a mistake.
And they're just getting punished for
Yeah,
everyone.
it's just that you're just getting every mistake is ending up in the back of your net, and it's tough. Like you give up 6 high danger chances to the Kings the other day.
Yep.
You give up 4 goals with a goalie in, like. Yeah, Merkley. We'll just say Merkley's not pushing for a call up right now.
Especially given the Avs only have 1 left.
Yeah. He's just not there yet. Everybody needs to leave. Just let Ryan Merkley be
Like literally
for a year.
Don't ask about him again until next December, and then maybe there'll be like a genuine update.
Yeah, because Ryan Merkley needs to undo a lot of bad habits. He needs to get into the Greg Cronin school of defense. He needs.
Yep.
There's a whole lot that has to happen with Ryan Merkley. And you're in the infancy of that process right now.
Come on.
So Nate has just decided that he's fascinated with the cute backhand today.
I guess.
3 of them in 12 minutes.
Hey, they're hard to read if you're a goalie.
Was that off?
Only one way to find out for sure.
It probably wasn't, but it looked close.
I think it was. I thought it was on, but
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, we'll never know.
yeah, I'll be really curious to see how Merkley does over the long term.
Agreed.
And what kind of impact Cronin has on him, and
Once he gets settled
Yeah.
in the systems a little bit.
yeah, just that that environment in general where they're gonna kind of break him down, and
There's no more getting away with not playing defense.
Yeah. I tell you what, man. I think Ingram probably stopped that because he was out of position. If he's in a normal goalie position,
on a proper
sliding
angle,
over,
yeah,
that
it
goes right through the
him.
5-hole.
Yep. Instead, his slide across was just super late, so it's right into the pad.
Yeah. Dude just ate it.
Yeah, that was
Was that him screaming when he fell
Yeah.
too?
It's either that or it was a guy laughing at him.
Drew Doughty's not out there.
he'd have some chirp ready.
That was
God, that
not
guy
a
has a
guy
mouth
that
on
I
him.
noticed much the other day, to be
No.
honest.
Agreed.
He's getting older.
I mean, never once take away Ingram's eyes.
Yep.
It's not.
It's not that bad.
It's not bad. It's just not very dangerous, you know? Arturi Lehkonen from the face-off dot isn't like...
Yeah, you're right. I mean, good news. This period is going pretty quick.
Yeah.
I just dipped the chicken wings in the ice cream then.
What?
Chat's memeing me, saying that Hidden Valley Ranch ice cream has been announced. So I can eat that instead of doing what I'm doing.
Yeah, I don't understand why he doesn't just drink it. That's the whole point of it.
Wow.
Don't stop now. You got him hemmed in. Man.
Can't rim that, man. At least try and get a face off there.
Nice pickup.
That was so good.
Not good enough, apparently.
Oh my God, if McKinnon can't take this game over, Jesus.
Oh boy.
Yep.
Just shoot it like a normal human being, Kale.
I mean, it was a good idea. You had two guys over there.
I'd rather he just shoot it. Oh boy.
All that sustained pressure for that to happen.
That was a defenseman deep in the zone going, I don't know what to do here.
Yeah, I'll feed it back to myself. Oh, right. I'm not up there.
Didn't think about that.
The best thing is you get on the bench and you're like, you're supposed to cover me, guys. Come on. Fuck.
Is Dennis Mulligan about to get another king of the game?
If they lose, they score another goal, though.
Another terrible backhand pass from
these-
Nathan McKinnon.
He did it the first time, and now he wants to do it every single time he has the puck.
It's his fourth in the period.
Yeah. It's like you can't play and one hockey all the time.
That's where you're wrong. That's why they call me the Doug.
Dude.
What are you doing, Nathan? I mean, what is he even looking at there? He just floats to the dot and covers nothing? That's so weird to me.
Stop being so cute and shoot the puck.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Hopefully, the second period, Nathan McKinnon decides he wants to play in this game. I mean, man's just shot it right into him. I don't know. The Yotes, honestly, like, I don't even think they've played that well.
They haven't.
Like, especially early, the Avs were dominating. And even if you say it's been somewhat even since that point, like, I don't know. The Avs are just doing very, very stupid things.
Yep.
I can't. The Avs are not going to miss the playoffs the way Calgary is playing. There's just no way that team catches anybody. All right. I mean, you absolutely hate the result of that period, but if Nathan McKinnon and Mikko Rantanen decide to show up for the rest of this game, you're probably still fine. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know where Tiff is, so you guys can just stare at this couch chair while I go get a drink. So, BRB.
Ooh. Shocking.
Okay, I'm back. No, not worth. Okay. You said you were going hard on the D4 beta? Yeah, but 17th it drops?
Yeah.
It's hair. Barely, but it's still hair. It definitely has Bobby Hill vibes. It's just the truth. Ooh. Full on burrito.
Split decision.
Just went for it. Was your kids' team competitive in either game?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, they lost by 1 goal in each game.
Ooh, so that's not bad against some pretty good teams, right?
Yeah. It was perfect. They showed that they could play, but then we didn't have to get up at 7 o'clock or like 5 this morning to go play again.
You didn't have to?
No, because they didn't win any games. So
Oh, so they eliminated again. So it was for the best. You have the worst 3 a.m. start or something ridiculous.
Well, it's not too. It's like the way that it set up, even, I mean, we would have played the first seed.
Yeah, get up at 3 a.m. to get murdered.
But for them, like, I hate that. Like, you win out, and then because you win out.
You get tough opponents, yeah.
No, I'm saying, like, you win out. Like, you're the
Oh,
one seed.
but you have to play the early game, yeah. Even though you're the 1 seed, yeah. The 2 p.m.
10
start,
a.m.
yeah,
start,
yeah. This is why you play for the 2 seed, confirmed. That's true. I've never been like less worried this season about the Avs trailing than I am in this game right now.
Well, it's just crazy because they look like
Literally, if Nathan McKinnon decides to start playing decent hockey, the Avs will win this game. Don't think it's a complicated one. I'll leave it there. That is like, why was that? I've never actually paid attention to that commercial, but the table, the leg breaks, and somehow The can falls over but doesn't fall off the table? I'm so confused.
How bad do you think the defense has been this year?
As a whole?
Yeah, like if I were to go and look up season stats right now, just in terms of things like shots and scoring chances, where do you think they would rank?
Mid-pack, probably.
Okay, because that's kind of where I thought too. I was probably going to say like 14, 15.
Yeah.
Let's see. A defense that hasn't been healthy all season. Let's see where they sit. Do rates. See how this goes. All right, let's take a look. At the top. All right, shot attempts per 60 minutes.
Against or for?
Against.
Okay.
The Avs are
A number.
16th.
So literally exact middle. Yeah.
Unblocked shot attempts. So Fenwick against per 60.
Yeah.
The Avs are 15th.
So right about the same.
Shots on goal against per 60. The Avs are 24th.
So a lot of the shots they give up go on net, basically.
Expected goals against per 60. This is at 5v5. The Avs are 9th.
So a lot of low danger that hits the goalie, basically.
Scoring chances against per 60. They are 2nd.
Yeah.
First is actually fucking crazy. Carolina at 21.6. The Avs are 2nd at 26.03. Next is Minnesota at 26.06. They have a 5 scoring chance advantage on second. That's actually
pretty wild, yeah.
That's unbelievable.
Second period has begun. 1952, 51, 50, 49, 48.
High danger chances against per 60. The Avs are 17th. So they don't give up a lot of scoring
There's
chances.
no medium danger. It's either low danger or high danger that they give up.
Pretty much. Ugh. Well, if they give up a goal early in the second period, then the game probably goes to 3-1, Ryan.
That's an undeniable fact. Unless the goal gets called back, then it would still be 2-1.
The Avs are 11th in high danger save percentage.
So slightly above average.
Yeah. Their shooting percentage at 5v5 is still 7.67.
Yeah, it could easily be a point or two higher than that.
Which is 27th.
Yeah.
Their 92.84 save percentage is 3rd. So you wanted a functional defense, that would be exactly what the Avalanche have.
It's functional. It's not
Yep.
elite, but they've also been missing at least one and two
is-
defenders for most of the year.
It is functional while having played 30 games of Brad Hunt and
Yep.
Andreas Englund and Jack Johnson and Curtis McDermott and, all these guys that you don't actually want on your defense.
On any given night,
Every night.
it can have a bad
Every
night for sure. But as a whole, it's been pretty functional. And that's why the
Yeah.
Avs are still 13 games over 500. Oh, God. Mac. Someone, just... Bednar needs to take Mac and say, you're not allowed to use your backhand for anything for the rest of this hockey game.
He's gonna score.
Oh, he'll
a
score.
backhanded goal.
Right.
And we're all gonna just be like, okay, this is about us, isn't it?
Erod's kind of feeling it tonight.
He's been the best guy on that line.
Yep. Though he's not out there with that line right now. I guess it's because they have 6, but
Yeah, Conference the 6.
yeah.
That was fun.
All right. Would be nice here. The Avs power play has been bad for about 2.5 months now.
Yeah. Soft.
It was.
Yeah. A goal would be cool.
You think?
I am rapidly approaching. I'm just ready for this year to be over.
I'm not there yet.
Just hasn't it
But-
it hasn't been fun. There's not been any rhythm to it. The schedule's been awful.
I agree with the rhythm and schedule.
The hockey just hasn't been very good most nights.
I think
it's been fine.
I think it's been fun at times. I agree the quality of hockey hasn't been great. But there have been some fun games.
I'm like approaching like, hey, you either get it together because you figured it out in the playoffs, or
Yeah,
you
right.
didn't.
I agree. I just don't think anything matters until game 1 of the playoffs. I'm with you on
Fucking
that.
JT Comfort just turns that puck over. He wins the faceoff
And then just gives it
and
away.
backhands
Yep.
the puck to the guy up the half wall.
Yep.
Just unbelievable, man, how bad he has been. Where it went from like a couple of quiet games to like
Actively
now he's playing like
detrimental.
shit.
Yeah. That was almost a breakaway the other way. That was never destined to get through.
Yeah, definitely. Just twirl around with it, man.
You're just salty today.
Dude, I'm fucking sick of this. I'm sick of watching a talented team play this far below its level.
A valid concern, criticism, whatever you want to call it.
I mean,
Miko. Well, and now you're offside. Val did not get onside there.
yeah, he's not even.
Hi, friends. So sorry.
You're good.
Nobody else has showed up today, so it doesn't seem to matter.
Hey, Dennis Mulligan showed up, okay?
And now you have Connor Ingram into it.
Thing had a little backspin on it. All right, well, that was not a good power play. you don't like pucks going that high, the trick is to put your jumbotron really low, so they can't flip it up and through.
Yeah, I mean, how do you police that?
You can't. I mean, you could with like robots, right? And just have like an arbitrary line that you put an infrared line in. But I don't.
Like a Hawkeye?
Yeah, but I don't care about that. Like, I think unless it actively goes out of play, the puck's in play. Like, I have no problem with pucks flipped high like that.
Well, and right there, that sequence is a great difference in this game where the puck hits just stuff, and one of them lands right on Jack McBain's stick and goes into the net, and the other, that one lands totally out of harm's way.
Yep.
Oh.
I still am just not that worried about this game. If the Avs,
That is such a good break for the Avs.
Yeah, he was beating them there.
was he?
Yeah, yeah.
I thought he had him by the skate blade, to the line. If they actually went to the wall, he was definitely losing the race. But
Well, that's why you have hybrid, is for a guy to
Right.
catch up in that space.
At the hashes, they looked like it was pretty even. I think you let it go.
I thought he had him a little bit, but I wouldn't have complained if they let it go. I'd put it that way.
God, dude.
Nice try, Nui, but the shot didn't go. Oh, it's in. Was that touched by a hand? Yeah, I might agree with Ingram
pretty
here,
sure this kid's
unfortunately.
coming back,
Yeah. Mulligan doesn't seem too pumped on it.
Yeah, I'm not going to.
Yeah, that waved off already. I'm sure they'll look at it, but
Show us the replay.
I mean, he definitely gloved it. I just can't see if he
Yeah.
got a stick on it after or not.
That's what I want to see.
Does it hit anything? Because, like, if it hits a Coyote, it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah, it's a hand pass.
Yeah, Malgin. If he didn't hit it there.
Yeah, I mean, that's the correct call, unfortunately, but I was hoping it, like, hit Ingram's pad before Mulligan touched it, but it didn't.
This is going to be a breaks game, huh?
It touched his hand, and then it touched an Avalanche stick that wasn't the same player's. Doesn't matter if it's on accident, it's a hand pass. That goes from a player's hand on your team to the stick of another player on your team. It's a hand pass.
Another good break by Arizona.
Oh, totally. Nice save.
Oh my God.
Not great,
dude.
Mac. Not great. Okay.
God. I guess when Brad Hunt got that assist, he was like, okay, I'm done.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah. Seriously?
He barely touched you, dog. Do something cool, Lars.
Yeah, it's 1-on-3. He gets no help. Brad Hunt is standing in the corner, just watching this happen.
Some people are just here to get carried, AJ. Like me.
Oh,
I just hop in the backpack and hope for the best.
And Devon Taves only has like 4 goals this year.
Yep. And he's missed a lot of backdoor opportunities this year.
Saying it's fucking crazy that Sam Girard has more goals, maybe as many goals as Devon Taves.
Does he have 4 or 5? I don't remember.
Yeah, Avery, you're the fan of a team that has won 3 championships since the Rangers last did. Like, Rangers fans shouldn't even be allowed to talk to you.
Definitely would not be worried about a Rangers fan. You can laugh when they get eliminated from the playoffs before the Avs do. Delay of game? Make yourself bleed, JT. Just 2.
can't even do that right.
This is JT Converse's first real positive contribution this week.
Maybe.
Getting jobbed in the face. That fucking sucks.
All right. Are the big guns going to wake up, or are they going to sleepwalk through this power play too? All right, you're set up.
Oh, yeah, here. It worked.
Wasn't pretty, but it worked.
Like, what you doing over there?
Found Miko there. He had all the room in the world,
Yeah,
but
let's just keep doing it.
hi, Yotes friends. How are you doing? Are you enjoying this? Or are you trying to lose this game? That'd have been a questionable goalie interference. That would have been interesting.
I think he was in the paint. Now he's getting pushed in.
All right, they have a little sustained pressure for this one at least.
Boy.
Are they not calling that?
Nope.
Yeah, 3-0 in penalties. They're not giving
Yeah.
them the two-man.
Yeah. You're wasting Miko back there. I know he's really good behind the net, but he's just not a threat from back there. And then Nathan McKinnon. Okay. All right. It took him exactly 31 and a half minutes to do something in this game, but that's why he's Nathan McKinnon.
Great shot. Laser.
All right. This is on you, PHNX Sports. You guys have to stay in the chat if you want the Coyotes to lose. That's just an unreal shot. You genuinely cannot shoot it better than that.
Buddy, you got to get your meme straight, man. All right, well, you're probably not getting another power play.
Yep, you got to do it at 5-on-5.
You're probably going to have to kill multiple penalties
At
some
least
point.
one for sure. Feel a lot better about killing that penalty if you took it when in this game was 4-2 instead of 2-2. Just throwing it out there.
Yeah, that is a perfect shot and a world-class example of why we get frustrated when they waste all that time messing around with McKinnon taking one-timers, because he doesn't score goals like that. He scores goals with that nasty-ass wrister that he can put up there.
His one-timer just isn't that good.
Yeah.
And his wrister is.
For every one-timer goal he scores 5 goals in other ways.
Yep.
And that wrist/snapshot of his is just...
It's so good.
It's
so
by
good.
far his most lethal weapon in terms of shooting. It's not even close.
Yep. I don't know how you can look at this game and say Nathan McKinnon has played well. it's one unbelievable play from an all-world player, but the rest of this game, he's been floating around doing nothing.
I mean, the defense
On
that
that
he
second
plays
goal
on
is
the Clayton Keller goal,
disastrously bad.
he never picks him up. He takes a look. He looks. He doesn't bother turning his entire head. It's the laziest thing you've ever seen. No, his one-timer's not good, man. Watch any other superstar in the NHL. All their one-timers are better.
Literally look across the ice to Mikko.
Yeah. All of them have better one-timers. It's not like, oh man, that doesn't mean he's good or whatever. That's not his bread and butter. It's just not. It never has been. He's worked on it so that it's become part of his game. I'm cool with that. The frustration is when a lot of the power play is like, all right, Nate, take one-timers. And you're like, you might be the third best shooter on the ice right now.
Yep. Forsberg's up there talking with Joe, huh?
Crosby just won a game the other day with a one-timer. Like the other day.
And I don't even think he's wrong, though. His one-timer isn't great. He also has the best backhand in the league, though, so...
It's just not a major skill of his. Like, I went and I looked, and I was like, he has like 11 one-timer goals in his career.
Yep. It's not a lot.
It took a while, but Peter Forsberg actually looks like he's old now.
Yeah, he aged quite a bit.
Like,
for a long time there,
he
was ageless.
Yeah,
for sure,
like his first 10 years of retirement,
was,
you were like, "What the hell, dude? Why are you retired?"
Deep into his 40s, and you're like, "That guy's 28."
Yeah, you were like, "This guy is still a fox. What's happening here?" And now you're like, "He's now like a fox's dad."
Who do you think has the best hands on the team? Pure stick handling, crazy stuff.
Oh, it's easily McKinnon.
Yeah.
Easily McKinnon. That guy, the stuff that McKinnon does on a regular basis, you don't see from...
McKinnon's, like, especially when you look at his zone entries, his handling is, like, freakishly good.
Yeah,
Well, McKinnon,
he's awesome.
What, like, Zegras has that McKinnon doesn't have is the creativity.
Yeah.
Like, Zegras does stuff nobody else thinks of.
Right.
Oh, boy.
It's all right. They got it.
Yeah, Gerard's back.
Gerard!
Gerard actually been pretty good tonight.
Yeah, it's been fine.
Not great, but
That
if he scored that, he'd have been pretty great.
That would have been awesome for him. Oh, Lars. That was not your teammate, my man.
Nope.
Yeah, Sakic and Forsberg. Man, the one thing about the new generation of Avs fans that didn't ever really see them do it together.
Yeah.
I just want to give them all a hug and be like, you just don't know.
You can't. I imagine it's the same way as people who watched Gretzky in their prime talk to me about it. Where it's like,
Gretzky and Messier, where you're like, you just don't know what that was like. Or early 90s Mario and Yager.
You just can't know. Like,
You're right.
it's fine.
Yeah.
Joe's gonna put one in with like
Well, and what was so ridiculous is that they complemented each other well, but they were never great like together.
Yeah.
Because Forsberg was so puck dominant.
Yeah.
And it was just like
there weren't enough pucks on the ice.
Yeah, it was like this really weird, like you literally have an Olympic line with Forsberg, Sakic, and Milan Hajduk at any time that you could just be like, all right, we're going to these guys. And when they would, like late in, like it wasn't like a great combo. Forsberg was always at his best in the middle of the ice.
Well, you took the amp line after a while, was the one that they would go to when Sakic needed a shift off.
I remember being young watching like Gretzky just go to work behind the net. It was so crazy the way he dominated down low.
In his office.
Couldn't catch him. Elusive back there. And then if you try to go after him, you just pass the puck to a wide open dude.
Avs are kind of vibing right now until this happens.
Yeah.
Par for the course.
Yep.
Nice save.
Georgiev is, I mean, each game had to do that.
Yep.
He's had a couple big ones tonight.
This is one where this line is tired. Like they've been in the offensive zone the entire shift. Yeah, I think McDavid is probably the most just naturally gifted hockey player
probably ever.
Ever, yeah. But I also say this as somebody who only saw Gretzky at the end. I didn't see prime Gretzky, and I've watched all the highlights, and the league is just different.
Right,
and all these different things.
It's so different. It's like, so different. It's impossible to compare.
It always makes me laugh, like when people are like, "Oh, but Gretzky, like the defenses and the goalies," and you're like, "Okay, yeah," but he was still the only guy doing what he was doing.
And like, if you gave Gretzky modern workout regimens and stuff like that,
Gretzky
he'd
was
still
born
be
today.
right. He'd still be insane.
Because you remember, he was
the training, all the understanding of what goes into
right.
The guy. You look at the last year of his career. He's a point per game guy in 1999, where you're like, talk about the modern era, like 1999 doesn't count, like.
I mean, that's almost 25 years ago now, AJ.
99, 97, 98, whatever year it was. But it was just like, in a lot of ways, I actually agree because of the way that they made the rule changes. Where they were like, hey, we're going for a way to, but over time you saw.
Oh, yeah.
The, like, 05 was nuts, like, and everybody had a million power plays.
Trended way back down.
Yeah, and then Jamie Benn won an Art Ross, and then randomly. Scoring has once again totally exploded, and there have not been major rule changes to facilitate that.
They did shrink the goalie pads a little bit.
But it was also like they had a they also had the removal of the headshots.
Yeah.
And then as the goons started to disappear,
you just had more skill up and down the lineup.
Started to because when we were watching the 0-1 thing, what really struck me during the pandemic when we went back and watched all the games of that playoff run.
Yep.
What really struck me was Colorado's fourth line was all enforcers.
A bunch of dudes that weren't actually very good at hockey.
Right. Like, they were guys where you're like, you look at what Colorado put out on the fourth line any of the last 5 years, and they would have smoked that 0-1 team.
Most fourth lines throughout the NHL, guys could barely skate.
Yeah.
I mean, realistically, they were not good skaters.
And that's where you look at, okay, well, why is scoring blown up now? And you're like, yeah, the best players are all back to point per game players and stuff, but also like your rosters have real players on them now. At the end of your, a Matt Nieto.
Yeah.
20 years ago, Matt Nieto would have been a middle six guy.
Yep. Does Bedard have McDavid potential? Yes. But is it fair to put that on anyone? No.
It's not at all. You can't on a pass that does not get through.
yours was more of an
Unless it's more like, oh, geez.
Yeah.
Like, that could have been so cool. Not like, that was so sick. Like, it didn't connect. Stop it.
I wanted him to shoot it.
Yeah, and I'm here for the conversation of Lemieux might have been better than Gretzky, or at least as good as Gretzky, because he's the only other guy with a 200-point season on the books.
Sure.
Like, I'm here for there being a Gretzky 1A, Mario 1B conversation. Nothing else, though. Like,
No McDavid 1C.
but you do see McDavid, and
I think he's on his way to it, right? But
well, and what sucks is numbers-wise, what did we get robbed of with Sidney Crosby's concussions?
Because of the years he missed.
Because you talk about all the games that got missed in the early part of his 20s. Because what's remarkable about McDavid is you look at his... You look at, he's got 100 points every season of his career, except for the first one.
When he got injured.
Where he only played 40 games, and he had like 48 points or whatever. Yeah, Lehkonen just tackled him.
Yep.
All right.
Now you got to kill one.
You need your PK to continue its excellent
It's been
work.
good.
You 1,000% cannot turn around and go and be chasing in this game again.
Yep.
Yeah, the enforcer thing is dead in the NHL. Like, like you look at Curtis McDermott barely plays on a team that clearly values him. You know, Ryan Reeves and Nick Delorier,
Our
but you're
fourth
like,
line minutes
and
barely.
like those
are
guys
infinitely
have,
more skilled than the enforcers of yesteryear. Yeah.
Those guys have the ability to play a little bit. I'm not gonna go crazy here, but whew. Yeah, Lemieux with the cancer stuff also was another one where you're like, numbers-wise, what could have been here?
Yep.
Oh, that's not a bad omen or anything. But yeah, watching Connor McDavid is unbelievable because everything that he does is at the highest level.
It's genuinely like watching a robot taught how to play hockey perfectly hockey.
It's exactly what happens when you go into a video game. You create a player, you put everything at 99, and then you go and you dominate, and you're just like, oh, this would never happen in real life. And then Connor McDavid's like, just kidding, I'm real.
Except for my defense, it's a little bit lower than 99.
Yeah, it's at like a 60, and like, yeah, he's not defensively amazing.
That's because he ran out of points. Put all 99s in the offensive stats, and then just.
He's so fun to watch. I wouldn't watch him. I actually watched him in Phoenix play the Yotes.
What's funny to me is he's unbelievable, right? The guy's amazing. Probably the best player I will ever get to see live in my life.
Yeah.
And at the same time, I don't know how he doesn't average 4 points a game. You almost are left wanting more because of how truly dominant and special he actually is.
Good clear.
A little bit of luck, too.
They were due a bounce in this game, and now they get caught in a terrible change. What a save.
There you go.
What a save.
Wow. Bunch Schmaltz, huh?
How do you get caught like that? That's such a bad change.
It's the same thing that happened in 3-on-3.
I know.
Just saying.
Oh, man. Not in. It's a great pass.
Yeah, it's a really great job by the goalie.
It's good work, but I don't know. Get to the bench a little bit harder there. Give your defenseman a chance.
Hell yeah, they definitely cheated to win that. Redo it.
Did Devontae shoot that? Self-clear? Nope. One more chance. You got to stop here. All right. You're okay now.
All the teams that the Avs have played in the last 2 weeks, and that's the most dangerous power play that we've seen.
Honestly. LA's was horrible.
Dude, LA's was so awful. Christian Fischer has suffered a lower body injury and will not return.
Sucks to suck.
All the PHNX guys talk about him really highly. Like, he's just a great dude.
Yeah.
That's a tough one, though. Use a first-round pick on a guy that becomes a great dude.
Great dude in your middle six.
Not even that, man.
Is he hard third, fourth?
He's
tough. Oh!
He's a lower caliber guy for sure.
Unfortunate.
I don't know where he is on this exact lineup.
It's not like this lineup is locked with lots of dudes.
Yeah.
But
he biffed that and it ended up like working out for him.
It was like the best option. Sure do wish the Avs would give him some more options there.
Sure
than just
do wish
standing
Mikko
around.
would show up, man.
Yeah, that would be
It
nice.
has been the quietest week for him. The Sharks game, like, he just decided he was done.
Yeah, I guess he can't do that anymore. Off switch gets stuck.
That should be an ice. Every time I say that, I'm like, come on, that puck better get moving.
What are we talking about with Giroux?
Yeah, I don't know what the Giroux conversation is about. I missed this as well. He's a good player.
He's
Still pretty good.
probably Hall of Very Good.
Yeah. All right, well, being the absolute best in the world at the power play just means you're not having to score at even strength as much. That, I wish he would just shoot.
Yep.
Little too cute, Nui, especially given who you play with. You need to keep it a lot simpler than that fella. Oh, and not lose that foot race to the back door. Baddies.
All right.
All right.
I mean, win the next period, win the game. That's all there is to it. Hopefully the Avs sort it out,
Well,
get her done.
The Avs really, really did a good job that period.
They
At even
They
strength.
played really good hockey, but playing really good hockey does not always translate to goals. They got to put at least one more in the back of the net. I got to empty my bladder. I'll be back.
I do not recall 9 high danger chances from the Coyotes in the first period. Yeah, they had it at 9-2 for Arizona in period 1. And I'm like,
That doesn't sound right at all.
also what they consider a high danger chance is pretty much any shot from a certain area. So even if it's not, that's what I said. Yeah, that second period, well, I'm waiting for this to refresh to end it because it still has 90 seconds to go, but Corsi at 5v5 was 19-4 in favor of Colorado. Of course, all 4 of those all those end up on goal. But that's a dominant defensive effort. That is like they came out and like, kicked the shit out of them in that period. As long as that And it was like, oh, well, this was your username was your first Twitter handle.
Yeah.
And I was like, shut the fuck up, man. That is
Deep cut.
like
Yeah.
you have been around a long time to not only recognize that, but then to get in a game and be like,
I know this dude.
yeah. And then like he didn't want to like talk or anything. There was no. He was just like
Just
cool,
an
man.
acknowledgement.
He's just like loved your work, followed you for a long time. I was like, yeah, obviously. That's crazy to me. That was one of the only, and Gorga was there for that, and he was like, this is the first time I've ever seen this happen. And I was like, it's been really good that none of that has ever happened when Z's been around. Like, we'll be down.
Sure,
out
yeah.
or whatever. And she'll mention it sometimes. She'll be like, is one of your fangirls going to come say hi? And I was like, no.
It's definitely weird. Like, I don't mind.
Of course. It's not that.
Like, if you see me, come up and say hi. But it's definitely... It's never something that I'm, like, out there and ready for. Like... I would not say Draisaitl is number 2, only because if you think McDavid's defense is bad...
Well, and if you think McDavid is a power play merchant...
Yeah.
all these things are amped up to 11. Like, Leon Draisaitl rules. The guy is awesome.
Unbelievably good hockey player. I just don't know if I can put him at number 2 in the world.
Yeah, it would be tough knowing that those two things are true, and then also that we haven't seen tons of hockey
Where he is the guy.
where he's away from McDavid.
Yeah.
And when he gets into a game where he's taking on second pairings and second lines, you're like,
I
here we go. Like,
I think you could make an argument for Dry at 3. I
Yeah.
just wouldn't put him at 2.
I agree here where I would have
Yeah.
him somewhere in the top 10 for sure.
Yep.
On any given day, you could talk me into a couple of different guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The hardest, I think, Draisaitl, the two hardest guys that I have placing on a list are Draisaitl and Kucherov.
Yeah.
Because they dominate games in such
Kucherov
ways.
just is such a floater sometimes.
Well, and again, you're talking about a guy that doesn't put in the work defensively,
Mm-hmm.
but he's totally dominant offensively.
Yep. Because Edmonton doesn't have any goaltending and arguably no defense.
Yeah, like Edmonton, like you need help in the NHL. Like the Avs have 3 of the top 15 players in Rantanen, Makar, and McKinnon. Look where they are.
Nope.
Like you need help in the NHL. Also trying to rank guys in exact spots where you're like,
Yeah, it's
putting a guy
impossible.
at 2 or putting a guy at 4. Like, is it really disrespectful?
This is why you use the pyramid instead
Like,
of
is it
yeah.
really disrespectful to call a guy the 4th best player in the world?
Did you guys look at like the Athletics 99 or whatever?
No.
Fuck no. The next thing that I read from The Athletic will be the first thing that I've read from The Athletic in a very long time.
Yeah. I haven't had a sub for years.
I have never had a sub. Ryan Clark tried to give me one, and I told him no. Yeah. I mean, really, like, really nice guy to your face. And, like, Clark, he's a great dude. Like, he's a great, like, human being. It's
Have you
just
made
I don't
it through
read The Athletic. I have no reason
single
to.
game here without killing your phone?
I think, especially since I was
I said, have you made it through a single game at the bar without killing your phone?
My phone.
learning so recently, like,
Oh, is it your laptop?
Yeah.
I feel like your phone's always dead here.
No, my phone's always alive. It's always my computer that does.
No, you used to fucking hang your phone from the
Oh,
ceiling
that was
here
my-
all the
that was-
time.
no, that was my old phone. The new one stays
Oh, yeah.
for way longer.
All right.
If I charge it.
They've got lots of great talent over there. It's just
Key
their kind of
factor.
ethos, like the things that they choose to focus on, the way they go about their business. For me, I'm just like,
Oh,
look,
totally.
this just misses the mark for me. This isn't what I'm interested in. This isn't. This kind of coverage is just
Photoshop
not for
isn't
me.
exactly light on the the juice.
Illustrator is, but it's still.
What's that?
You miss like the kid and like the mom had like
Did they really? Okay.
Which are just Mario mustaches.
It's true.
You should buy Matt Nieto those Red Wing shoes and send them to him.
Why?
Have you seen
Because
those?
that would be so
Yeah.
funny.
Are you gonna wear fucking overalls and?
Like show up with those, wearing those to a game.
somehow get that Mario.
I'm here for it. I'm not gonna watch that movie though.
I will. For free.
Oh,
Someday.
for free, totally. Yeah.
Someday.
Okay. Yeah.
It will
I'm-
not be a thing I am in a hurry to
Right.
watch.
Yeah.
What movie?
The Mario movie. I fell for that trick one too many times. All right.
The Mario movie trick?
No, the video game movie trick.
What do you do? What do you mean? Sonic was great.
Here's the theory with
Pikachu
video game movies.
detective story or whatever.
Yeah,
was
awesome. Because it wasn't like a story directly from the video game.
Oh my god, man, those were Sonic ruled.
Because if
So
you
much
like,
so I didn't.
First one was good.
I
like
didn't see the second one.
if you like a video game and they make a movie about it, that movie's not for you.
I mean,
That's my theory. Because look,
I haven't watched Last of Us, and the entire people are like, "Oh, it's so good," and I'm like, I lived through the emotional devastation that was the video game. Yeah, and I was like, I don't need to do it again. I don't need to walk into something knowing it's gonna put me in therapy by the end of it.
it's just not like that. They know all the fans of the video game are going to go watch it because of the name, no matter what. So they go out and get big names like Chris Pratt, so casual, not video game fans will go watch it. And it's never going to be what the diehard video game fan wants it to be. It's just never going to be that.
This lady that I'm working with for Hop, her husband wrote a few of the Halo episodes.
Oh, really? I never watched it. I made sure to avoid that like the plague.
I didn't. I wasn't. I haven't watched it, but I didn't avoid it.
It just
was
happened that
it
way,
was-
yeah.
Yeah, it would be like a thing where I'd be like, I'll probably watch it someday just to see, but Halo. The story like wasn't
Compelling at all? Yeah.
in Halo. Like wasn't the point.
Yeah.
You know, like one super soldier with this really confusing Halo ring thing, like. And honestly, the more it went on, the more I was like, I don't have any idea what's going on. I'm just killing aliens.
I don't
That's all I'm
know.
doing.
I read the Halo books and they were good.
Damn.
Damn.
I'm gonna have to cut a bitch later.
Why?
A lot of messages today from people about the Bednar putting McKinnon and Rantanen back together. And it's like, imagine if an NHL coach actually listened to a podcast and was like,
Actually, like,
no,
look
these
for
are
advice.
really compelling reasons. Like,
See, I could see it worse being like, fine, whatever, have it your way. All right.
see, in a lost season, I could totally see a team that's not
Just Give me something, guys.
Yeah, where it's like in a season where like what the Coyotes are having, right? Where you're just like, yeah, whatever. I can totally see being like, that's what you want, huh? You want it? Fine. I'll make Christian Fisher our 1C, and you'll see how this goes. This will be the last time we ever do this. And like, you of course don't want to actually do that because then you like embarrass the player.
Yeah.
Because even he would be like,
Why are you putting me
what's
up here?
happening here?
Yeah, but maybe 2 games a season.
They're like, look, we're just trying to find some juice in the lineup, you know? Yeah, and that guy's like, I'm the juice?
I like the idea of like being like, oh, those are some great points. I'm gonna look up this Rudo guy on Twitter. He's gotta have some good takes. And
Yeah,
be like,
right.
what the hell?
My half-naked body.
This is a lunatic talking about the Avalanche hockey.
Well, and then if you go, like, if you were to, mine obviously doesn't feature me half naked every day. But it's like, I'm like, it would be like, does this person have a job in hockey? Like, have they tweeted about hockey this week? I've gotten NHL job offers from this podcast, so like we joke, but I did have a dalliance. Yeah, and some of those guys I know.
Just think, you could be working with Adam Foote right now.
Yeah, right. Sorry. I don't know. I've always grappled with it where if the Avs actually did call and we're like, hey,
We want you to.
yeah, do you want to be part of the front office? I would be like, this is probably too hard to say no to. And I would be like, DNVR, I love you, but you gotta go. And then also, I can never give you a scoop ever.
Right.
Because they will know where that shit came from.
Like all of a sudden, DNVR is breaking all this news.
Yeah, right. Oh, God. Yeah.
Like, check out these X-rays from Landis.
No, that would be one, and obviously that's not going to ever happen. But it would be like
How do you say no at that point?
that would be one of the
Yeah.
few things that I would actually be like, okay, I've got to talk to Z about this. Like, we have to have a conversation.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a thing that I actually consider because the other ones, for the most part, weren't. The other ones were not things that I strongly either. I either had issues with the front office or I had no interest in living in that particular city.
I work with a lady that was the PR.
Sorry. 18,
She
19,
was not about
18, 17,
What do you mean?
16,
She just didn't like it.
15.
Oh, she just didn't want to be there at all.
She didn't like being like the PR for the team.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we all, everybody kind of knows Bolding, and yeah, he worked for the team for a while, and
Yep.
he always had his things about it where he was like, I thought it was a dream job, and it ended up just not quite being the fit that I hoped that it would be.
Oh, baby.
Come on.
LOC.
LOC, dude.
Yep.
What
He has
You're supposed to shoot it higher, right?
2 goals in 50 games, everybody.
Very DNVR graphics specific question.
Put it on the list.
Because, well, so
Because
do you remember
Eric-
last year, that like 3 weeks
Where it
LOC
is
was
popping
on fire,
off.
and everybody was talking about it, and so we just swung at that moment. And
It's
that was
also
it.
like, it was really easy to make a Loch Ness Monster shirt.
yeah.
Like a train.
Dude, I don't understand. We've
Yep.
seen, we've had this conversation. We've had this conversation over and over and over, and I love Eric, but I also just don't understand how there are 17 Nugget shirts every year, and we don't. Have we released one this season?
Nope.
And it's, it's where I just I'm just like, I don't know what the deal is. I don't know where the disconnect is there. An Erod shirt would have been fun. Anything. When he was really popping off right after that New York trip would have been awesome. With the shootout winner against Shesterkin, like that would have been great. It's just I just don't know. That part of things just feels like I've never been more disconnected from it than I am now. Also, there wasn't like a ton of turnover on the roster. And so it was like,
I feel like Choo-Choo's kind of been like, especially like with Bruno's video and like the points he made about it, like he was like this kind of like contentious guy that we traded for, and everybody's like, why the fuck are we trading for this like dude that's in a drought right now?
yeah.
And people love Choo-Choo,
Well,
especially
It's a free agent, but yeah.
I mean,
I feel like that's
Nichushkin, between Nichushkin, Erod, Lehkonen, Georgiev, and Josh Manson, I feel like we've just
Yeah.
left shit sitting there.
I mean, especially
A Bo Byram specific shirt.
I've thought about that
Like,
too.
did we just leave the 925 thing just sitting there?
Yeah, we left that. I also feel like it'd be super easy to make it just a dude with the number 4 with like some stage curtains, and it'd be the Bo show.
What's funny is the one thing we all agreed we couldn't make a shirt is the only thing we've made stick with Byram, which is Bo-sexual.
Yeah, but we can't make that yet. It's unfortunate.
I feel like writers hashtag
It's a great vibe, and like if you know it and you know what it is, it's awesome.
And all it would have to be is just a shirt that just says Bo-sexual in cursive.
But also
Bo
like
knows and make it like a vintage.
Bo Jackson. The problem is, like, I totally could see how someone who doesn't know what we're talking about, like, takes that the wrong way.
then you put the DNVR logo on the back of the shirt.
What now? They got you working hard, dog. You got you working hard, dog. Did you finish the landing page you were working on the other day?
But I don't want this to come across like I'm salty there have been Nuggets shirts, because I'm not.
No,
They've
the
actually
Nugget
been
shirts
awesome.
are amazing.
Yeah,
You're-
they've been so badass.
It's just we want some too.
Yeah, well, and it's just like, and it's not that we're not fertile ground for things here. There have been opportunities.
Yep.
And I guess I just don't know where we have failed in that process.
True.
Tiff says you guys need to buy
Buy
more
shirts. Get more abs shirts.
Yeah,
Math adds up.
we should, you know what we should do? We should push super hard, just like shirts.
Shirts.
And then just be like, okay, see, Avs fans want shirts. Great, come up with a design. I tell you what, I don't have a problem with Miko shooting that,
Yep.
but if he had passed that to Taves,
It's a goal. Well, Taze would biff it on the back door, but you know.
yeah, I've tried to get a Georgiev shirt made all year, and it's a no-go.
I didn't buy a Bowen Highland shirt until it was discounted. That was because I had to.
I thought the whole like Skeletor thing was with Bones. I thought was super cool. Made sense. It fit. Like I thought it was a really neat like design. Man, just knowing how the Coyotes win hockey games, I'm nervous.
Yeah.
because they're getting completely dominated, and all it takes is
Some stupid nonsense is about to end up in the
Yep.
back of the Avs net.
there's going to be
Yeah.
a puck that bounces off a guy's kneecap, springs him for a 2-on-1 that they score on, and the game ends 3-2. Despite the fact that the Avs have completely dominated at 5v5 for 2 periods. That's not a good scoring chance, though. I
That
mean,
was never near.
Malkin
near
needed
the
to
hope
drop
of
that
a
to
prayer.
Gerard and
Yep.
actually let him go do something. Miko doesn't want the 50 goals to happen.
I would like that though.
To
Just
get
go
to 50?
50 and 23. Just totally take the
Yeah.
Danny All-Star shtick.
Yeah. It would also be like the 4th Miko shirt.
Yeah,
that
we
we've made.
we don't need another Miko shirt. You're right on that.
Like, I mean, I would be all for it. If whatever people want, whatever's going to sell, great. But it's like, do we need another Miko one?
I really
I don't
think
know. I think it would be fun if we just did. If we just. I've suggested this.
Yeah.
Yeah. If we just did a Makar one that was the same as the McKinnon one with the
that'd be good. The 8-bit.
with the 8-bit graphic, like, and that way people could just be like, hey, I want to build like my starting lineup with these shirts, you know.
Morgan's play style is the exact type of style that, like, I'm terrified is not going to work in the playoffs at all. Because in the playoffs, one dude steps up and just blows him up.
John Mitchell style.
Yeah.
Yeah, see a Lecky shirt, but it's like. If there was an established Avalanche Mount Rushmore, that would have been a cool one to make, but we could never figure out who the 4th guy was.
Just accept that it's Hayduk and not Foot. It's fine.
I mean, that's the thing, though.
Also,
is that
now it's just
now
McKinnon.
It's not.
Yeah.
Exactly. And it's like, how long until Makar passes Forsberg?
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Oh.
Couldn't get good wood on it.
Dennis Morgan wishes he was out.
Yeah,
too.
no hope.
Oh, I'm really excited. This will be the one GT Confer goal this month, and it'll be a game
like
winner.
the critical goal, yeah, as
so it'll be
always with him.
Clutch, baby.
Just accept it. He's clutch.
Okay.
Okay, you have someone back. You're fine.
He just can't skate.
It's true.
I was like, he's not about to do it again, and then it was the 1-3. I'm like, okay. Oh, Lord. Oh.
AJ doesn't like this deep pairing.
This is what the part I don't like.
Yeah. Thankfully, they're done and changing.
Okay.
Whoa!
Oh, my God, Cogs.
That was Brad Hunt.
That was a wild shift for Brad Hunt.
He was a little all over the place.
You know, give him credit. That was a great reload by him, and then he drove that net. All right, I have to do it. I'll give him credit. That was a good shift.
Everything but the finish.
Good shift, Brad Hunt.
I mean, the defenseman got his stick in.
Yeah. That puck that ramps up off that guy's stick.
Yep. The Lecky shirt would just be like a stick, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've never had an idea for a Lekanen shirt.
Like it'd just be like a stick that says, and then text that just says "good stick."
They need another fin so that we can just make a shirt with fins.
The fins, the three fins.
Or if they get a 4th one, we could just have it be like Friends, but fins. God, McDavid is unbelievable, man.
He's a freak.
We didn't know it, but Seth Rogen gave us the perfect line for his career. He's the fastest kid alive.
Aren't shoeies more of an Australian thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't. Again, the same thing with Bednar. I don't know what we would do.
I still like the Jared the Jacked idea, but I don't think it would sell.
No, we did a
Yeah, I know.
Lost.
I know.
almost sank D line. we lost our ass on that shirt. And we went big in it. We're like, oh, people are gonna love this thing.
Yeah. Absolutely not. No, see, the Bednar shirt should have been like 3 years ago. And it should have been like the Obama change poster. That would have been it right there.
Could you like
Turn him into a religious figure.
maybe we make a little like silver fox shirt for Bedsy?
We made a St. Patrick's one. That one actually sold. Like
I'm not-
stained glass.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised, man. People love that guy.
A blender shirt would be funny.
That would be funny.
Yeah, I know we did talk about the Ken doll thing.
Yeah.
When that was going on, we talked about having him.
Yeah.
It would have been cool to have like a Ken doll like standing on the bench though, and it's just like a Ken doll. And you're like,
Has a
"No,
team of
this-
Barbies.
This is pretty funny. Uh-oh, that's bad.
It's not good. Just offside. I don't know.
Yeah, making a shirt of all the stolen monuments would have been fun. It would have been really meta. Would have had no wide appeal at all.
Yeah, that one would not land, I don't think.
I mean, it would be like 20 of them would sell, and it would be like, that's really cool, but...
It would be all those people's favorite shirt.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
The mass appeal isn't there.
Yeah. Yeah, Bednar with a cigar. Rest in piss.
Maybe it would have been better to make a Daryl Sutter shirt with waste of 8 days.
Hard to make really specific ones like that.
Is it? I didn't think that one was that specific. Yeah.
Do it like right after he did.
Yeah, I mean, for
Yeah.
sure, the window for making it was very small. But
And then it ended up being the perfect prediction.
yeah.
It would have saw a resurgence.
Yeah. Sneaky important game for that road trip.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, started off right.
Yeah. Well, and you have the Canadiens, and then you have Toronto, Ottawa.
Yeah,
That's
you
going to
get
be a tough
two-
back-to-back.
A
And then
really
at
good team and then a
Detroit.
decent team.
So... Yeah, I mean, we already have the nuke goal-scoring graphic with all the different parts of his
Yeah.
body.
Yeah.
I thought it'd just be dope just to have just one with just a gold.
Just a black shirt with a gold chain.
It just says number on it.
Like the chain has the number on it. It just says 13.
Yeah.
It goes like all the way around.
I mean, I'd be down with that, man.
Same, to be honest.
Oh, it's almost like Rasmus Sandin
It's
was
good at hockey. Crazy, right? Alrighty. Who's gonna blink?
Hopefully the Avs are going to the Detroit game.
That'd be good.
It'd be nice for them to show up there. A sweep of them is always fun. Whoa, that was violent.
It's good work.
Oh, looks like it came out of the fucking back of the
Right
net, dude.
in that angle.
Yeah, and this is a game where you aren't even making the argument that Ingram has played well because he hasn't.
Loose.
There hasn't been a lot of close chances, like players up close.
Yeah,
There's been a
in
lot of
tight.
shots
Yeah,
that-
from distance
Yeah.
for sure.
So many rebounds, though.
Yep.
Yeah. They just haven't ended up where they need to be.
Oh, there,
It'll
there
work.
it is.
It'll work. And then that won't work
And
as
then
well.
nothing.
Yeah.
Got Taze on the back door. Covered, but anyway. What do you mean? Are they too Avs fan specific?
mean-
Yes,
Our beat is also
definitely.
very Avs specific.
Yeah, I mean, if you're an Avs fan, like a little cartoon made out of kale should be a pretty like
Math adds up,
easy
yeah.
catch thing.
I don't think our shirts are bad inside baseball.
No,
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, for sure. But
well,
like,
especially
More like what the base is.
like
kind of-
all hail kale is also the thing that like I'm not gonna say like we started it, but we started it. Like I know that it's a thing that McGahee does on the call now, but he wasn't when we made
Yeah.
that shirt. You know, Rudo used to tweet out all after every
Yep.
McCarr goal,
Yep.
and everybody knew what to do.
Yep.
Like that was an easy one, you know.
Oh, trying to be too cute.
Oh God.
yeah, same.
Yeah, I don't know how. Like we're not making jerseys, you know.
We're not saying
We can't sell anything with the actual Avalanche logo on it because that's licensed.
but we're also not selling a lot of like our inside jokes either. That those obviously wouldn't sell. Like, that wouldn't make sense.
Yep.
We're not selling.
Evan's couch.
Yep.
I always thought that those would be a fun sticker pack, so the people who wanted it could be like, "Oh, okay, cool."
Like Evan's couch.
Yep.
You
That
know?
would have been a great sticker.
I don't know. I don't feel like this one gets to OT.
Hope not. It'd be crap.
Whoo boy. Oh
Yeah.
my God! Cover the puck.
So I didn't want to say anything till it happened. That's our first shot on goal.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
I mean, of the period.
No, I
That's
know.
it.
I
Like,
know.
that's- that was their first one.
Well, there's a lot of dominance there from the Avs there.
Yeah, 15 minutes of it, man. I mean, this is at 5v5. They've completely trashed this game for 2 periods. It's so frustrating games like this, dude.
Yep.
And this is like an everyday Coyotes game. Oh, they're playing like dog shit. They're getting bodied. But hockey's really, really hard, so they're not getting lit up like they deserve to be. Well, here we are. Very Avs Coyotes the last 2 years too. 'Cause last year was like this too.
It was. You were just as salty about that game, too.
I was. I mean, pretty consistent trend of me being salty when the Avs play like shit.
Yeah.
Or don't just put away these bad teams. These teams are trying to fucking lose. I know that the players aren't, but like, they're icing such a bad roster, and it's like, you guys are so much better than them. And they've played like it today. They've already gotten a lucky bounce, too. Their first goal is entirely built around 2 very, very lucky things happening their way within 5 seconds of each other.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck, the Avs had a goal taken off the board in this. I mean, look at that. The guy doesn't know where the puck is. Like, Connor Ingram has not played well. This is like the worst 30-save performance I've seen this year.
They didn't credit Arizona
Yeah,
with a
they
shot
didn't
there.
credit.
Huh?
Great. Now I fucked it up.
Guaranteed they score on their next shot.
Yeah, it's how I felt all period. I'm like, they're gonna get one shot on goal. It's gonna go in.
What? Why? It's nice D from Miko to be there.
From Miko. You're welcome to go down and just score, dude. I mean, what we really needed was for Sampo Ranta to be a real NHLer.
That Rambo Santa shirt was at the printer, ready to go.
It was. We were at the finish line of that thing. Like, let's do this. No, the ones that I saw from Eric though were really like aggressive. And I guess I'm just a lot more used to his really cartoony style. And those were like really like
not the raw Rambo.
Yeah, it was way more Rambo than Santa.
Another insanely good shift from the Avs.
Yeah, the puck just floating around the crease, just waiting for it to land on a stick, man. Like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'm actually getting mad.
The thing is, like, they are smoking this team.
Seriously.
In every aspect but the scoreboard.
Which obviously matters.
Of course it does, but...
we acknowledge that, but let's be real. They've given up 4 shots on goal
in 35 minutes
since the start of the second period. No, I should say 4 shots on goal at even strength. Because I think they had like 4 shots on goal.
Yeah, done the power play, yeah.
Their power play was actually good, too. All right, let me see. They have 9 shot attempts in the last 28 minutes of
that's bad
5v5 hockey.
That's very bad.
They don't deserve to be in this game. They don't remotely deserve it. Connor Ingram has not played the kind of game that usually gets you into a situation like this. He's been all over the place.
Yep.
Somehow they still have 2 high danger chances this period. I don't understand.
With no shots on goal.
and only 5 shot attempts total.
The math is difficult.
Yeah. They had 8 shots on goal in the second period. On the off chance that this actually holds and the Avs give up 0 shots in this period, I believe it will be the first time that the Avs have held a team to 0 shots on goal in a period since a game in like 2016 against Arizona.
I remember that period, yeah.
It might be 2015. No.
I don't know the year, but I
No.
remember that period.
It's even further back. I think it was actually 13. Whatever Greg Zanin's Avalanche year was. I'm pretty sure that was the game.
Was it 14? 15 maybe? I don't know.
Oh, man. Those years really all mashed
They
together
blend
for
right
me.
together for sure.
I thought he was going to try and bank it off the wall, and I was like, don't you fucking dare. Although what he did wasn't a whole lot better.
I mean, he didn't lose possession, so.
Yeah, it's true. Be pretty funny if he just delay a game to that. Let me see if I can find this.
That stick just blows up.
Of course it did.
I was starting to look a little bit like Greg Zanin before I shaved today.
2012, 2013.
Was it that early? Wow.
Schedule. Opponent. Oh, they were Phoenix back then.
Sure. Is it going to be something dope or is it going to be something stupid that ends this hockey game? One too many, Mac.
It was just a bad pass. I don't even know if it was. That
He had a lane, man.
Yeah, Mac and tip goals. We want to talk about not a combo.
Yeah, that's not a thing that happens ever. Oh,
no.
Boy.
Mikko.
Took that. He.
Just push it.
He said, "I got pushed in."
Yeah,
That's what he's saying.
He said, "I know," and then I got pushed in. Did he though?
No,
Not really.
not at all. Off the hand. I mean, you just ran into him, Mikko.
Yeah, that should be a penalty, dude.
I think it is. Oh, it's not. Thank God.
I think it's one of those things, had we scored, they would
Oh, there was no
Oh,
chance
yeah,
it
no
was a
doubt
goal,
about
but that
that.
should be 2 minutes on Miko. And that should be a trip, so we're even.
That should be maybe even another one, man.
Kale? Oh, just lost it.
Oh no.
Nah, best just barely okay. Kale sent it back.
I hope he doesn't have like a groin injury.
Yeah,
after
pull
that,
something.
dude.
Okay, you get a point.
Yeah.
Gotta have 2, though.
Well, and you go an entire period without giving him a single shot on goal.
And you don't win the period. Can we just do playoff overtime for this one? I like the Avs odds in playoff overtime against Connor Ingram.
I'm going to send you multiple headlines, and then if they win,
No.
game-winning goal scorer, king
Do
of the
it
game.
later.
If they lose, I guess we can just give it to Georgiev. Yeah.
Depends on how the goal goes in if they lose. Oh, boy.
And then obviously, if it goes into shootout, just change
Playoffs?
overtime to shootout.
Talking about playoffs?
Playoffs.
Don't talk about the playoffs.
Playoffs.
Playoffs? You play to win the game.
Nah, man, I'm sorry. The Denny Green one is better. If you want to crown them, crown them. They are who we thought they were.
We let him off the hook.
So good, man. Several very great quotable lines from that.
Avs lose the opening faceoff to overtime. Last time this happened, they didn't touch the puck.
JT not clutch.
Not yet.
Did he take that face off? I assume
He did, yeah.
There you go.
Just hold on to the puck. You don't have to rush.
There you go.
No, you gotta rush now.
Oh, that would have been a deserving bounce.
Yeah, it would have been. No shit, it would have been.
I can't believe JT made that work.
I can't either. This is
Reset.
total
Just
disaster.
reset. Yeah.
Holy lord.
Hold the line there. Get a line change.
And now Nathan
All right.
McKinnon's going to go try something.
In space, go do it, man. Okay. That's a bad shot.
Yeah, it looked like it rolled off.
Oh, God. Michelli's going to give me a nightmare this whole shift. He's exactly the kind of ultra shifty guy in space that
Yeah.
you have to be worried about in this format.
Just don't let them out of their own zone. It's fine.
Yeah.
You
I'm
gotta
a man,
witness
I'm
Miko.
40 was also a great
That's a
press
great one,
conference
for sure.
from Mike Gundy. And the theory of it where he's defending his player,
Yep.
you know. Stop attacking a 17-year-old kid. Well, you can certainly appreciate that.
Yep.
All right.
The Kale Show?
King of the game? Yeah.
Easy life.
Easy king of the game?
Easy life.
like.
Well, what was that about hailing Kale we were talking about?
Connor Ingram's never coming back to Ball Arena.
He
Just
hates it here.
overtime
He
nightmares
hates
against
it
Kale
here.
McCarr, dude.
Chat, we love you. We got a post game coming your way in the next 5 minutes. See you soon.